I've told people that, I'm whatever they want to hear sometimes too. If you say fashion designer, then someone wants to hear more about that or maybe talk about it. And I like telling old ladies on planes that I'm a fashion designer. They get really excited. I make clothes that women and men who need to be defined by what they wear but not have people understand everything that they're wearing. That's what I make clothes for. I make clothes that are meant to be worn and are worn by creative people who need to have a certain aesthetic and kind of respect, but also don't need to fall in line with any sort of group, and are willing to take a little bit of risk and have some personal identity. Where I'm from definitely continually informs the entire design process. I grew up in a really rural part of Oregon called Medford, Oregon. And then when I was 17, I moved straight away to LA. I think that some of the main kind of attributes that I pulled from California, or living in particular in LA in that time, is that there's a whole brand of cool. It really isn't anywhere else. And New York doesn't have it either. And it's because there's these kind of small cliques. It can be very empowering for creative groups because you have this album that you're making, or this clothing line that you're making, or the surfboard that you're making, and everyone, as far as you know, loves it. And not secluded, but it's really kind of, you're not as accountable. That's kind of a perfect incubator for aesthetics, personal aesthetics, because you have the time to feel like, oh, it's cool if I have my collar flipped this way, because all my friends do too. And you're really not going to run into that much opposition. That's specific to California. People aren't afraid there to do that, and that was hugely informative to me. I don't expect any one thing that I do to make me happy. I think happiness is for puppies. But being occupied, being entertained are really, I think those are kind of the driving things for me that keep me wanting to see what's over the next horizon, Hopefully, to me, it's a lot of the same. Like, I would like to be in the same process that I am now, which is like basically digging. Like just digging, continuing. I wouldn't want to sit back and enjoy the fruits of my labor. I'd actually like to continue digging deeper and deeper and deeper, and hopefully just building a team or some sort of structure behind me to catch all the dirt, essentially, as I'm finding where I want to go. When it's all said and done, and your body gets tired, and you don't feel like it anymore, there's a little place called Todos Santos, Mexico. And yes, I go there every year, and I rent the same house, and I will buy it, and I'll sit on the beach. I'll be quite happy about it. There's no Wi-Fi. That's my happy place, for sure.